Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? And welcome to another edition of the State of the Saints podcast, where we talk New Orleans Saints. My name is TJ Jones. Thanks for checking out the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Well, Who Dat Nation, it has been 5 days since the NFC Championship game, and Commissioner Roger Goodell, as well as head of officiating Al Riverine, have yet to put out a public statement in regards to one of the biggest travesties in NFL history. They have not put out a public statement to the fans of the National Football League and the fans of New Orleans Saints about the call. But they are doing a lot of talking without using words. The NFL fined cornerback of the Los Angeles Rams, robey-coleman, $26,739 for his hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in the NFC Championship game. So what is the NFL telling us? They're telling us that they are aware of what happened. They know what happened. They know it was wrong what happened, but we're not going to say anything. So congratulations, National Football League, for being the silent cowards that you are. The NFL fined them $26,739. And you know the crazy thing about all of this? They fined robey-coleman $26,739. But back in week 9, when Michael Thomas pulled a cell phone from underneath the goalpost, they fined him $30,000. So the NFL just told us that they care more about cell phones than they do the health and the well-being of their players. Unbelievable. But I think the NFL is staying silent because, once again, they think that this is going to go away because we live in this microwave world where things come and they go, right? That's what they think. But it's not happening that way. This controversial call is being talked about everywhere. Man, I was watching Late Night with Stephen Colbert, and he was talking about it. You got Good Morning America running a story about it. Man, you got Capitol Hill. They're talking about it. The senator from Louisiana was talking about it down on the House floor. He presented it because he wanted to question the integrity of the National Football League. Yes, in the middle of a government shutdown. Now, the shutdown is over upon listening to this podcast, but still, in the midst of all that going on, it's being talked about in Washington, D.C. Everybody is talking about this play except for Al Riverine and Roger Goodell. You even had Hall of Famer Terrell Owens on Undisputed, and he chimed in about what he thought about the play.
If you're just a fan of football in general, I agree with this assessment. I mean, Roger is making $40-something million a year. He should be able to earn his check. In this situation, again, he owes not only those players, the Saints, but he owes the fans and just the game itself and everybody that surrounds the NFL an explanation because of this infraction. Because this play right here directly impacted the entire game. This one play, dude, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder saw this play.
I get it. I saw it in real time. And it was not a bang play. It was pass interference. It was helmet to helmet contact.
There's 3 infractions that happened in that one play.
That's correct.
And there's a video circulating where that one official that basically whistled incomplete.
Right.
There's the black referee comes over and he's about to pull his flag.
Right.
And he adamantly tells him don't pull that flag. There's a video circulating of that particular play.
That's a very strong opinion coming from the Hall of Famer Terrell Owens. So, like I said, everybody is talking about this play. This play has been broken down and dissected. And let's just be honest about this, Who Dat Nation. Nothing is going to happen. There's not going to be a rematch. There's not going to be any type of disciplinary action that is going to take place because of this play. Because I think Skip Bayless said it on Undisputed that if the NFL comes out and says that what they did wasn't right, the play was wrong, it basically is going to taint the Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl appearance. And if the Rams just so happen to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, it is going to taint their Super Bowl championship. But in the midst of this, man, you have to say that it will. And I'm going on record. I think that the National Football League, I think that they need for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Now, I know this might blow people's mind because you're like, what? Man, not again. Nah, seriously. I think that the Patriots need to win a Super Bowl to save the NFL. How crazy is that? They have to win the Super Bowl in order to save the NFL, because if the Los Angeles Rams win the championship, people are going to be like, yeah, but man, they shouldn't have been there. The Saints should have been there. So if the Patriots end up winning this Super Bowl, they are going to save the NFL. That's crazy, man. That is mind-blowing, man. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it's true. The NFL is counting on the Patriots. Wow, man. But Who Dat Nation, I think that it's time for us to move on. I think it's time for us to move on. We done went through all the different type of emotions, and I don't think we're ever going to forget it, man, but we got to move on, man. The quicker we move on, the faster our wounds will heal. So let's talk about some solutions. And I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I've been thinking about how can we avoid this situation from happening again? How can we avoid this situation from happening? And I have come up with a solution. I feel like the last 2 minutes of every game, all flags and potential flags need to be reviewed. That's right. If we see helmet to helmet, or if we see a possible pass interference, if we see a possible roughing the passer, that needs to be reviewed. If we have a flag for pass interference, if we have a flag for roughing the passer, if we have a flag for helmet to helmet, we need to investigate in the last 2 minutes of a game. Now, I'm not going to say throughout the game, because that would really slow down the game. And ain't nobody trying to be sitting in no crowd for no 4-5 hours because you have coaches that want to dispute every flag or every 9 call. So we don't want that, man. So in the last 2 minutes of each game, all flags need to be reviewed, and plays that should have been a flag need to be under review as well. Number 2, I feel like the NFL does a very, very great job at hiding the referees in plain sight. Okay? When the referees are on the field, I got to be honest with you, I don't even pay attention to them. I know where they're lined up, but at the end of the day, I can go throughout a whole game not even paying attention to a referee. So they do a good job at hiding the referees in plain sight. And quite honestly, man, throughout the game, I don't want to see the referee, because if I see the referee too much, that means that it's a dirty game, man. It's probably ugly because flags are being thrown, and I'm getting used to seeing the referee way too much, okay? Now, they do a good job at that. But I think we as fans, we need to know who the referees are. And I got a solution for that. You know, at the beginning of the games, like when you watch games on Fox and CBS and ESPN and NBC, at the beginning of the game, they show the starters on offense and they show the starters on defense, right? So why not, when you're showing the offensive players and the defensive players, why can't we see who the referees are? I mean, you ain't got to have them up there like the introductions on NBC. I mean, you ain't got to be up there like Stephen Smith, line judge, University of Clemson. I mean, I don't need that. But, you know, just a picture to let us know who they are, I mean, that would be suffice, right? Because I feel like that's only fair. Because when we watch some of our favorite players, or we watch players of other teams and they make mistakes or they make boneheaded plays, we go to social media and we add them out. For example, with PJ Williams give up a big play, man, we go on a PJ Williams Twitter page, right? I mean, so if a referee makes a boneheaded call, I need to know who Twitter page I need to go to let them know it was a boneheaded call. I feel like if we can do that to the NFL players, when they make mistakes, then we need to be doing the same thing and know who is responsible for the mistake when it comes to the referees. And I feel like if we do these things, I feel like it will make people feel a lot better, because they can know without a shadow of a doubt that the NFL got it right, and they can know without a shadow of a doubt, who the hell cost the New Orleans Saints an opportunity at the Super Bowl? Man, I'm going to get over it. I promise you. I'm going to get over it. But this has been the State of the Saints podcast. Check out the State of the Saints podcast on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search the State of the Saints podcast. Follow the State of the Saints podcast on Twitter at SOTS Podcast 8, SOTS Podcast 8. Previous episodes available on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.com. Till next time, all I have to say is, who dat?